All right, boys, we are live, and I believe today we can all hear each other too, right?
Yeah.
Great news. Carl,
Yeah.
can you hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear, Sonny.
Already off to a
All the-
great start.
Kyle getting up at 4 a.m. again for this one out in California. We appreciate it, mate.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Now stand up a little bit so we can see what shirt you're wearing. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. There it is. There it is.
Got my little early prediction there.
Okay. Nice. Now,
Are we
Sonny,
gonna-
we were just talking off camera, mate. What's going on with you?
Not much is going on with me. I was just going to say, are we going to just quickly touch on our predictions from last week and how successful we were? Or are we just going straight into the men's and just, going straight in on Cal and Texas and Florida and all that exciting stuff?
We're going straight in. We don't need to do a recap. I mean, that we all predicted the women were going to win, right? The Virginia women. Well, that was kind of a given in a sense. I think the one thing that we can touch on is just how good they were. I mean, again, and I sent a message to the coaching staff. I was just, how do you guys keep getting these women to go faster? It's just incredible. They keep getting better. Now, they're an extremely talented group. I mean, you have a look at them just walking around the pool deck, the way they swim, their techniques, their abilities. I mean, they're really good. But these guys keep getting the best out of them, and they keep getting faster. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Seriously is.
Yeah,
I think so. I actually uploaded a vlog yesterday, and it was a pretty nothingy vlog. But the main point I said was, if you're a swimming coach, you should enable your swimmers to be fast when they race. And I see, look, you guys I'm sure have seen it as well, but coaches that give their swimmers an 8K practice on the morning of a competition in early season in January or whatever, or, they up the volume for a week to prove a point. So then when they swim slow, it's like, hey, you've done a good job after a 60K week. But something that I see with the UVA women, just on results, that I also see with the ASU men, is they swim fast all year round, but they get faster every time they're meant to. And I think that just proves the point that I am trying to make more regularly now, is that you can still taper and get faster and peak while being fast at every step along the way. And tell me that it doesn't give you confidence if you're a Gretchen Walsh or a Kate Douglas or a Leon Marchand when you swim fast in the January dual meet, and then you swim fast at February conference, and then guess what? You swim faster again at NCAA. Like, you're going to have so much confidence brimming from you that you're so much better than everyone else because you're going into a meet 3 seconds quicker on paper. It helps, and it doesn't take anything away from the big picture to give 3K less volume the week before a meet, or one easier session, or maybe just a little bit of confidence mentally. They're not. These goals have clearly still worked for UVA, as of all the teams.
Yeah. Kyle, you've experienced this. You've been part of championship teams. You've been part of championship runs. You've seen how the best male coach can get a team, band them together and pull them together and get them to perform at this meet. What's your thoughts on the evolution possibly of swimming, where Dave ultimately may have to switch up his approach in the future, where we are starting to see more teams swim faster in the middle of the season?
Yeah. Do you think he has to change his approach?
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know the answer. I don't think the answer today is yes, but I think in the future, as things progress, I think this is the natural progression of swimming, right? We've started we saw it individually, and Sonny and I have talked endlessly about the Katinka effect and how Katinka kind of changed her mentality and how she approached races individually. Now we're starting to see it team-wise, with the ASU men and the Virginia women kind of thing. We're seeing it a team-wide approach. Now, I'm not saying Dave has to switch his approach today, but maybe down the line, we're going to see more and more teams start to swim faster in season.
Yeah, I definitely think it caught the attention of a lot of the Cal guys this year, those ASU guys. I don't know if it's going to affect them at the end of the day coming down to championships. So until it affects the championship level, I don't know. I don't know if the change is going to be made for the Bears, because they're doing something right so far.
Yeah. All right. That's kind of enough on the women's side. Other than just one more thing about Kate Douglas, will she be able to take this excellence from short course yards, Sonny, to long course meters. Now, she's already proven that she can swim long course. We know that. But this domination, will she take it to another level long course?
I think she's going to be really good long course. I mean, I just on the stats alone, she's never won a title long course. She's not an Olympic champion. She's an Olympic bronze medalist. She's not a world champion. She's a world championship bronze medalist in the 2 IM and the 2 breast events. So for her just to win something, which I think she's definitely now capable of, I think that's the first step. Are we going to see domination? I just don't think at a world meet with the world champs the year before the Olympics always being fast and the Olympics being the Olympics, I just don't see anyone really coming in and dominating an event. You know, outside of, and we've said it before, Katie Ledecky in the 1500, I just don't see anyone being a dominating factor in any race at any distance, except the women's 1500.
Right. So the next step is she's going to potentially be a world champion this year. That's basically what you're saying.
It is. And the only thing that I can see, and I just don't believe this is the case, but if Kate Douglas was to beat Alex Walsh in the 200 IM long course by the margin she did at the NCAAs, she sets the world record by like 2 seconds. You know, but do I think that's going to happen realistically? No. Do I think Kate Douglas at one point is capable of the world record? For sure. And can she win that event on the international level? Absolutely. But is she going to do it right out the bat this summer, go like 204? No, not yet. No.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go on to the men's meet. We've got a lot to talk about, and I still got to get to work. You know, it's a work day, Monday, but and you guys do too. So let's do it. Let's get into this thing. Maybe straight off the bat. Oh, there we go. Putting a prediction out there early. Okay, Cal are the defending champions. Just from your look at the psych sheet and knowing these men, can they go and win it again this year?
Oh, man. Dave Durden always said I was the worst at putting on my cap. I'm going to take it back off. But yes, without a doubt, yes. Cal coming in first this year. There's going to be a lot of shakeup in 2 through 4. I got a big prediction coming up ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sonny, we've got a few new teams in terms of the mix of potential winners of this thing. Other than the Texas and Cal team, give us some insights on some other players you think.
So I've been following the NCAAs not as long as either of you boys who have been part of it for countless years, but every year I've consumed this event, it's been Texas and Cal. They're the sort of like runaway teams, and then you've got a few other players. And we've seen this development of ASU. You know, I think the general consensus is they're not going to win the event this year, but they're definitely capable of pushing into that top 3, even top 2, and, you know, be alongside Cal and Texas. And I think I was just blown away with Florida at SECs. They were absolutely dominant. And they're another team that always stand up and swim faster at the NCAAs. And in the years of Caleb Dressel and stuff like that, they didn't have the depth that they do now. So while they don't have Caleb Dressel, they have a star in Josh Liendo. And look, without being crass, this event is going to be way, way deeper in each event than the women's meet. You know, like the women's 50 freestyle was won outside of Maggie and Gretchen. There was like a second in the final. There's going to be like 0.2 between first and 16th in the heats here. You know, this is a deep meet. This is a meet where Josh Liendo could get 3 golds or he could get 3 fourths. And that difference could be the difference between Florida getting like 1st or 4th in the overall meet. And that's where this is just going to get so exciting. Like prelims are going to matter hugely. Finals are going to matter even more. You know, it's going to be a crazy event.
All right. We've got Nate helping us out here, which I always love in the background. He's fighting the flu right now, by the way. So I appreciate him being on here, helping us out. Let's have a look at the first event, I guess, is the we messed this up last week, but they kicked this thing off with the 2 medley relay. First event, fun event. Again, super deep. This is where Cal kind of leaves themselves a little bit of room coming into this thing where they can drop even more time. So definitely Cal are going to be moving up. This is one of those ones that comes down to kind of how your backstroker gets you set up, how the let me do this stupid thing again. How your backstroker sets you up, and then your changeovers are going to be crucial. So backstroke is a key leg, and then changeovers are key. How do we see this going, Kyle?
Well, Florida's going to get off to the hot start. Cheney is going to be fast on the backstroke, but I think Cal can play this a multitude of ways. You could put the fastest 50 backstroker ever in Bjorn Seeliger on the front, or you could leave him on the end, or you could keep Jack Alexi at the end. I don't know who Cal's going to go with on their breaststroker or their flyer, because I see you could definitely mix it up there. You could even throw a Destin Lasco on a fly, and he's going to go pretty speedy. So I don't know if Cal and Florida or Tennessee and Florida are so fast in this. I think it's between those three: Cal, Tennessee, and Florida fighting for the title here.
Tony?
I like Tennessee. They've got that Jordan Crooks fella and that Brazilian lad who are just really fast. And Hooley, Michael Hooligan Hooley on the breaststroke. I love Hooligan. Yeah, Tennessee.
It's a good call. I think Cal left themselves enough room. I'm having microphone issues again. I do think Cal left themselves enough room, and I agree with you, Kyle. I think they have to put the fastest backstroker in history up front. I just think you got to get that lead early and keep it in this race. It's no good when you're kind of fighting waves and you're behind and you're trying to play catch up on changeovers and things. Cal would be smart to put Bjorn up front and then get themselves a lead and hang on to this thing. I do think Cal kind of take this first event, so that's what I'm picking.
Go.
All right, let's go to the next one.
I feel like there's a bias here. Everyone wants Cal to win. Brett wants Cal to win. Carl is literally wearing a Cal billboard. It's bias. You know
what happened about last week, though?
And I'll say that, Kyle. I'll touch on that. Let's touch on that for a second, because you're playing with people's psyche now. You're playing with emotions, right? And so these Cal men have swum with the women all year long. They've had their coach splitting time between men and women all year long. And he's done the same thing again. He's kind of left them at home to kind of figure themselves out. But you know, it can go either way in terms of looking at the women's meet and expecting them to be top 10 and them finishing out of the top 10. And then you're thinking to yourself back home, I've done the same training of them. I've been next to them all year long. They didn't swim up to the level of expectation that I may have thought, or they may have thought. I'm pretty sure they thought they were going to get top 10 and they didn't. Now you're playing with the men's psyche a little bit. They start to question themselves. Is the training where it should have been? Did I do everything right? Am I ready to race? I'm not saying that's a definite, but I'm saying it's a possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually think there's a funny tradition at Cal where one of them will do better and the other one will do a little bit worse. So I don't know if that's going to play into their factor at all. You know, like whether Cal men are thinking, hey, this is our year then. But we'll see. I think the women are still building, like we talked about earlier, but they're doing the same training. You're right. So I don't know. The men just look too good throughout the season for me to not to hammer them home right here.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I had to say on that. Then we'll see how it goes. So the 800 free is a different story here. We've definitely got some teams that can go. Arizona State have kind of set the standard here. I actually think they're going to be tough to beat if they come in ready to race like they have all season. These guys are going to be tough to beat in this one. What do you think, Sonny?
Well, you chatted with Grant House the other day, and he seems like the real deal, right? And you pair him with Leon Marchand. That's half the relay right there, and that's a really damn good half the relay. But the Texas team have had like their hooks in this event for so long. They lose Drew Kibler this year, but they're actually, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, they're returning 3 of the 4 guys that have that record we see on our screen right now, that 6038. They've still got Kobe, they've still got Luke, they've still got Carson, and they have countless guys that can swim a 2-3 that they can bring in and do that 4th leg. So, you know, I think they're going to be around that 603, 604 mark. It's just whether Arizona can be even quicker. And that goes back to the previous conversation of, well, Arizona have been a little more prime maybe for their...
Hey, let me correct you real quick. You got to make a differentiation between Arizona State and Arizona because they're 2 different teams. So when you say Arizona, you got to put the state in there.
Okay, I'm going to say ASU. ASU.
Yeah.
So, yeah, will ASU drop as much as someone like Texas? Texas don't have to taper for Big 3. ASU cared about winning their their Pac-12 meet. I don't know. I think Texas is going to drop the most out of any team here, even Cal. I think this could be down to the wire with Texas and ASU.
Yeah, Kyle, what are you thinking?
I think I think you guys skipped over Florida here, which was a big one that I was looking at. I think the top 3 teams are going to be fighting for it here. Avery's never been Cal's strength. They got a really good group of 4 guys, but I think it's going to be those top 3 teams. I do think Arizona State gets it done here.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, all right. Well, I kind of leaning towards Sonny on this one. Sold me on the fact that they're returning 3 of the 4 guys on the record relay team, and as we know, Eddie can produce another 200 freestyle anytime he wants. So I'm going to lean on Texas here. I'm going to go Cal on the first event, Texas come back swinging on the second event, tie this meet up in a way. So going into kind of the first big morning, we'll get our 2 players on the board with wins, and I think Texas are going to win this one. So let's go next morning. We're going into the prelims here, but yeah, this is where kind of the meat starts to play itself out. It is actually a morning championship, right? Like if you don't swim in the morning, you're not swimming at night. You're not scoring any points at night. So I think the top teams know that they've got to wake up the next day and get this thing done in prelims. So prelims do count drastically, and this is where we see people moving from 40s, ranked 40th into the top 8 and things like that. When we see guys in the top 3 missing out on top 8, so it gets really interesting the first morning here. But 500 free, what are we thinking here, Kyle?
It's going to be a fast race. I think McGahee, Mitchell, and you got Gabe Jett going to 409 at Pac-12s. That's going to be tough to beat. I do think that the experience of McGahee is gonna carry him here. He's had a lot of 500 freestyle A finals throughout his career. He had a great one the other year. I hate to take McGahee over my former teammate in Gabe Jett, but I think he's gonna win this one here. I got Gabe Jett getting top 3 for sure, and I think I see Texas throwing one of their guys in the mix as well, whether it be a David Johnston or Kobe Carosa coming all the way up from 23rd seed. Like they're dangerous for sure, like you said, in that distance.
Yeah, Sonny?
This is kind of like the thing what I'm talking about with this men's meet. We could scroll down and probably see names that could win this event. Like Kobe 23rd, Luke Hobson 20th. These guys have been like 410, I think, at worst. They might have been sub 410 in their careers. And, big threes for them is no different to like a dual meet or even less. Like they do nothing for it, and the times they enter here are completely irrelevant. I wouldn't be surprised with 3 Texas in the A final if they actually get after it. And Florida look absolutely. I mean, we've not mentioned them boys. Jake Mitchell, he's the guy that won that swim off to qualify for the U.S. Olympic team in that crazy situation a couple years back. He's a serious guy, and he's since transferring to Florida has been awesome. Alfonso Mestre, again, look, 4:10.1. I think this is going to be a Florida-Texas final. But like you've mentioned, Gabe is just insane. I had a swimmer go and swim 2 flight U.S. Nationals last year, and Gabe destroyed him by like 2 seconds. He went like 154, 1-2 flight. Look, he's predominantly a fly swimmer, but he can backstroke, he can freestyle. And he's a winner as well. I'm if I'm going to be bullish for one California swimmer, it's Gabe Jett. So
I love it.
I don't know if I made a prediction there, but I'll let Brett actually make a distinguished who's going to win.
Well, let me say this: is it a little weaker than what we've seen it in the past? There's no superstars kind of popping out at this, and this is where I think you guys are right that any one of these guys could ultimately win this. I don't think it's a complete crapshoot, but certainly there's probably 6 or 7 guys that could get up and win this thing, only because there's just no superstar jumping off the page at me. Am I wrong?
No,
I think that's what I love about the men's meet is it really could go a multitude of ways. You got, let's see, 6 guys stacked between 409, 6 and 410 high. Like it's going to be a tight race to the finish. No superstars, but so much depth. You can't play around in prelims in this event.
Yeah. I think this event seems to be less about who wins it and more about who gets the upper hand on points here. And again, you guys have called it. Florida, Texas. They're the two teams that could really do some damage in terms of points in this event. So I'm gonna call a winner on points here. I'm not going to call a winner on the event. I'm going to say Texas gets the upper hand in the 500 free on points here. That's what I'm going to say. All right, let's go to the 2 IM. And the other reason why I didn't call a winner is because I have no idea.
Do you have any idea about this event, Brett?
Yeah, slightly. I've had a hand in coaching one of these guys in the past. At least, saying good morning to him on the pool deck every morning. Hugo Gonzalez,
yeah,
swam for us at Auburn. Geez, that was a lifetime ago, and he's still going. How many years has he had? Is this his 7th year? Okay,
6th year.
6th year. Jeez, Hugo. But he's a stud. I mean, I love Hugo Gonzalez. He's an absolute stud. It's a coin toss. You never know what you're going to get with him. You could get, the greatest swimmer that's ever walked the face of the planet, or you could get the guy that you're just like, who the hell is that? Who overtook his body today? You have no idea what you're going to get sometimes with that kid, but he's a talent, that's for sure. But all right, I'll start this thing off and just go out on a limb here and call Leon. Leon's going to win this thing, I think. It's a pretty clear favorite here. I don't think anyone's touching him. Again, I think it comes down to how many points. Look, I'm looking through the psych sheet here, and I'm like, ASU could really score some points here. This is a big one for them if their boys step up. But again, it's a matter of getting it done in the morning. But Leon Marchand is going to win this one for sure. Kyle?
I agree. I think Hugo Gonzalez is always dangerous, and like you said, if he shows up, he's not to be counted out. We shall see what Hugo shows up on that Thursday morning. I'm liking his chances, though. I think it's going to be a lot closer race than people are predicting. It's not going to be like the Pac-12 championships. I think it's going to be even closer. I see both of them going 137.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sonny.
Yeah, someone will win.
One of those two?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a favorite?
I mean, yeah, Leon, but I don't know. I like an upset. Let's go Hugo. I'm just Cal now. Look, you've rubbed off on me. Brett, the next event is the only event that apparently you even watch at the NCAAs, and that's the 2-length freestyle.
Hang on. Hang on. Seriously, I love the 53, but you calling Leon Marchand to lose? Is that what you're saying?
Let's skip over that. Of course he's not losing.
Of course he's not losing. Come on.
No
of
chance.
Course he's not losing. Come on, guys. Let's be serious. I love Hugo, but he ain't beating him. Hugo, if you're listening to this, you're not beating Leon.
Didn't Hugo win the 4AM last year?
Yeah. I only got Leon winning 2 out of his 3 events.
Okay,
we'll come to it.
Wow. We'll come to it. Was Carson Foster swimming that? What's he swimming?
He is. I think him and Destin are going to be battling it out for 3rd there.
Right. Where was he? He's
5th seed. Destin's 6th seed.
Yeah.
How old is Bugo? That's what my dad's asked. How old is Bugo?
Who's Bugo?
I don't know, Dad. I don't know how old Bugo is.
Who's Bugo?
No.
Oh, Hugo. Hugo's 27. I don't know. It feels like. All right, 53. Let's go on to it. The greatest event on the books here. This one is going to be tough, but I think the exciting thing here is we could finally see a couple of guys under 18. How exciting would that be?
That would be speedy. That would be awesome to see.
Kyle,
how many do you think are going to break 18?
I think 2. I think 2 will do it. Yeah, I think the top. Actually, well, no. Now you've challenged me to think even. Where is Bjorn?
Do you think Cheney? Bjorn's going to break 18. That's what I'm saying.
But where is he?
He's down in there in 8th.
Oh, he's in 8th.
He was full bearded, full leg hair, full chest hair at Pac-12s. He's got a lot to come off still.
Are you telling me that we could see 3 guys under 18?
Do you think Liendo's going under 18?
100%. Liendo's winning.
Yeah.
Do you think that Florida didn't burn it out at SECs?
Not a chance. Liendo is a big game swimmer. He's I'm backing Liendo so hard.
Wow, that's a big call. Good for you, Sonny. Out on a limb, he's going Leandro. Are you calling 3 guys under 18 or not?
No.
No. Who doesn't do it? Out of those 2, who's not doing it again?
In the heats, Jordan does it in the heats. Jordan doesn't do it in the final.
Okay, Jordan's going slower. He's calling slower. And then does Bjorn get under, Sonny?
I have more faith in him going sub 40 than sub 18.
Okay. Interesting. I like that call as well. I'm not going to disagree with that, but Bjorn was 18-2 last year. So if he's gained anything in that 100 freestyle, I'm sure he'll be able to transfer it over.
Maybe,
I could see a 17-9 would not surprise me out of Bjorn.
This is actually ridiculous. You see down 31st, Alberto Mestre. He won the Tier Pro Series 50 freestyle the other day, beating Michael Andrew, Dylan Carter, and he's 31st seed to this meet. This is that 28th Artem Selin. He's I think he's a German kid who set a world junior record 3 years ago, long course going 21.7 or something. This is absolutely absurd. This is just Andrei
David
Minikov.
Curtis down in 12th.
Andrei Minikov is an Olympic medalist. Sorry, Carl. Yeah, what you said. This is insane.
Yeah.
So, fun fact here: I won the NCAA championships 26 years ago. 26 years ago, and I recorded a time of 19.16. That would be 28th right now.
That's still pretty sweet. Yeah, you're still making the championships.
28th, man. I'm not even in the B final. I'm sitting on the bench watching the meet. 28th is 19.16. Oh, they're calling Brooks Curry, huh?
What do you think about Brooks Curry?
He was an outside smoke last year. I don't see why it's not a possibility. He was lane 7 last year, remember? And no one was even looking at him. Everyone was looking at the middle of the pool with Bjorn. And he came from the outside and shocked everyone.
Did he win?
Yeah, last year he won the 100 and the 50, both from the outside.
He won the 50. Yeah, that's right. Last year. And then have we even mentioned David Curtis, who's an absolute stud himself?
Yeah, he's down there in 12th. Yeah.
I mean, geez, this event is really stacked. Now, again, you talk about superstars. There's superstars all through here. These guys can all play. This is a great event. I mean, what a deep event at NCAA's. You got Olympians, world champions. You got, the future of sprinting is just sitting on this page here. I love it. It's beautiful. Yusuf's in there. We haven't even mentioned him much. You got Guilherme, the Tennessee boy. A lot of talent here. This is amazing.
Yeah. You guys don't have Crooks winning though?
Okay. All right. Let's get serious here. Let's pick a winner here. Kyle Mills. Who you picking, Kyle?
I got Crooks winning.
Yeah. Okay. Sonny, who you picking? Leander. Josh. Okay.
Yeah,
I got the world champion winning this thing. I'm going with Crooks. Come on. He's world champion, Sonny. You always use this argument. World champion.
I get that, but Leando's got an Olympic medalist. So is Andrei Minikov. They've got Olympic medals. No, actually, Leando hasn't got an Olympic medal. What am I saying?
Long course,
I'm an idiot.
Long course. This is nothing. Not the same.
Yeah. Even if you want to make the world championship argument short course, at least Crooks has got the short course world championship out of all that.
Look, I made that argument last week, and Dakota Lufa didn't even medal in the 200 fly. She ruined my 1, 2, 3 dreams.
She did.
1, 3, 5.
Okay, I'm going with the world champ on this one. Let's move on. Great event though. What a beautiful event.
Great event. There he is, the champ himself.
Where are we? Did we
free relay? Florida's not
relay?
Breaking that record.
Yeah, let's go back to 2 free relay here. And just a quick mention here, by the way, diving is going to play into this, and this is where we start to see some separation and some people scoring points. I don't know what it's like, but I imagine Texas has some diving again this year. Cal actually has a diver, right?
We bring in our first diver in a little while.
A lot of pressure on that kid. Come on, mate. Let's score some points here. Land on your head. That's what they used to say. Land on your head, buddy.
What's the situation with diving? Do Cal just not have a diving team, or do they have no one qualify?
No one qualify, but they finally got a man qualified this year. Pei Lin has done a fantastic job and got one on there. But again, there's 50 entries and only Only 16 of them score, so you got to get them
Yeah.
to land on the head. All right, 200 free relay. Who is it? Florida, NC State, Arizona State. Yeah, you got your top players in there. Kyle, who you picking here?
I think everyone's picking Florida. I don't think there's a debate about that. They're like a second ahead in the seeding. They're on the cusp of that record. I don't think they get it though. I don't think they're breaking that Auburn record.
You don't think they're getting the Auburn record? Wow.
That's dangerous.
Oh man, Sonny, are they getting this Auburn record finally
Yeah,
after all these
113.
years?
Josh Liendo's going out in 17-5 and just smoking everyone.
Breaking the 50 free record on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get a little bit of inside word from the Florida staff after SEC saying that this team was not completely rested and shaved for this event right here. I asked them specifically. They said there's more in the tank. I mean, they're right on this record. I see Florida being the first team to go 113. This record finally going off the board. And what a beautiful. We're going to have a little celebration. Yeah, 113 is flying. So, yeah, Florida's going to win this thing. They're going to break the NCAA record. I'm calling it right now. Boom. Done.
I got no problem with that.
Beautiful.
Day two.
Let's go to prelims 4 a.m. Here we go. Now we're going to have some debate here. This is where it gets interesting. Kyle, what's your thoughts here?
This is where I got Hugo Gonzalez once more coming back and defending his title. This is the event that I said. I know how I said Marshawn was going to win 2. He was going to lose 1. This is the one. Hugo, this is his baby. He's not letting anyone touch this. I think Hugo Gonzalez wins this one. I think he's going to – the freestyle and breaststroke are going to have to be key legs for Gonzalez catching up to Marshawn, because I think Marshawn takes it out quick, and it'll be a battle coming home.
What's Hugo's best time in this?
31. He's the record holder.
Oh, 31.
Oh, I guess Marshawn broke it.
332.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
So he's right there. Carson Foster, what's the best swim he's ever done? Is he been what, 32, 33?
35, I think. No,
that's his best. I don't think that's his best.
I mean, look, the American record's still 33.4 from Chase.
Yeah. So it must have been.
It might have been a 34.
Somewhere around there. So interesting. Yeah, but so you're calling Hugo Gonzalez upset Leon Marchand here? Wow. So if you call him the upset, what time does he get? What does he do to win this thing?
No, I think he goes 331 low, both of them, and I think it comes down to the nail biter. Really? I think it could come down to the touch here. Like, these two guys were so close last year, and I think they could be again.
So you're saying in a head-to-head race, you're telling me in a head-to-head race when they're going stroke for stroke and they're looking across at each other, you're telling me Hugo Gonzalez is tougher than Leon Marchand?
He's got that grit. Yes, I 100% will take Hugo Gonzalez.
You're saying the Spanish kid's tougher than the French kid. That's what you're saying.
I am saying exactly that.
Wow, Sonny, are you agreeing here?
Look, I'll be completely honest, Carl, but this is stupidity. It's not about toughness. You said that Hugo's going to come through on the breaststroke. I'm sorry. Have you seen Leon Marchand's breaststroke? No one in the world can go past. If Leon is winning at 200, no one in history could go past him. His breaststroke is absurd. He just broke Will Lacon's 200 breast record. He split like a 59 in 100 breaststroke at the 4 a.m. long course the other day. You know, this guy, it didn't actually split 59 for anyone in the comments. He split up 107, which is still absurd. But no one is touching him at breaststroke. And what did Bob say he done in practice the other day, Brett? Didn't he like push a 500 freestyle that was just absurd as well? He could win the 500. No one's overtaken him. And especially not Hugo, who's not even going to get silver because Carson's a stud.
Bam.
Good
Look
call
at that.
out, Tim.
Wow. So you're going Leon, Carson, and then Hugo? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I don't predict down to third. I only predict top 1 and 2.
I like it. Look, we haven't given Carson enough love here. I think Carson's been quiet. He's been sitting back. He's been listening to all this Marchand nonsense. He's been listening to the Hugo. He's going to be better stuff. And he's just stewing back at Texas. He's like, every day he wakes up, he jumps out of bed and he runs to practice. That's what I think anyway, in my mind. And I think he's ready to to show the world what he's got. In saying that, he's got a tough task ahead of him. But it's going to be a fantastic race. It's hard to pick a winner here because, I'm not picking any favorites. I like these guys a lot. I love Carson Foster. I think he's one of the best people on the planet. He's just a good human. And I really want to see him stick it to these guys. And I want to see all three of them look across on that last turn and say, all right, who wants it the most? That's what I want. I want all three of them to be going stroke for stroke. And I think that would be the ideal thing. Who's tougher? Who's tougher in terms of who wants it? The French kid, the Spanish kid, or the American? I don't know. That's where it'll come down to. It'll be very interesting. But if I'm going to call someone, I've got to call the NCAA record holder. I got to call Leon Marchand. Until someone gets him, I'm calling Leon. So Leon's going to win this thing, I think.
Real quick question from Cool Dumpy. Does Leon break 3:30 or not? Brett?
Yes, he does.
Kyle saying no. I'm going to go yes as well.
Yeah.
It's
I'm going 29. 29.9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
29.9. He doesn't break it by a lot, but he gets under. I think he scrapes under. I mean, he went 31 at a door meet, didn't he?
Yep, he did. Yeah.
Shaved.
Yeah, but it was still an outdoor door meet. I mean, he's got to be able to find a second and a half at NCAA's, doesn't he?
Kyle have so much belief in the shave. You can just see it. Look, Kyle is he's on that prayer that the shave takes off seconds and seconds.
Yeah.
We'll wait to see what happens.
It was his third race of the day, wasn't it? Wasn't it his third race of the day?
Yes, he saw 200 breast and 100 breast that session and then went 3:30. He said the other events warmed him up.
And the medley relay too before that, yeah.
Carl's grinning as if to say, I'm a joker here. I've just said Hugo's overtaken him at the breaststroke.
Come on, this is hot takes. This isn't like, let's look at the paper. Come on, guys.
Yeah, no, hot takes tells me that Leon Marchand has been hot all year and he's going to stay hot. So I'm picking Leon.
That's fair.
Now I don't know. You look at the paper here, and yeah, this is an interesting one. 100 fly. Let's move on. What do we got here, Kyle? What are you thinking?
I think that Crooks and Leendo could both take down Youssef here. I think that I don't know. I have yet to see Youssef get up and I don't think he hasn't won the 100 fly yet. Defending champ Andrei Minikov, I believe, correct? So we'll see what it comes down to. I like Jordan Crooks to win this one though. I know Sonny's going to hate me for that.
Sonny, what are you thinking?
Oh, look, Carl, I don't hate anyone. And, to say that Jordan Crooks is going to beat Josh Leendo after he did the other day, it's not an outrageous comment, right? It's just Josh Leendo. I believe in this guy. I've seen him race, at international meets, and he's a champ. He's a champ. And I just think on paper, he's the best butterfly swimmer. There's no doubt about that. Jordan Crooks is not a great butterfly swimmer. He's just a really bloody good underwater kicker. And Josh is not as good as him or Youssef underwater. That is a fact. But when it comes to the last 25 and they're all on the surface, Josh knows how to win a race like this. And that's why I'm kind of backing Josh here in this race.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going with Leendo on this one. I think he takes it. Yeah, this is a Florida win right here. He's going to be chomping at the end.
Look at all those NC State guys down there piled up. They can get some big points here.
Yeah, that's it. We didn't talk about them on the women's side much, and they had a good women's meet. I think it's pretty similar. They're going to be a team that's just stacking points but not getting the wins.
Yeah, definitely taking some points away from Cal and Texas here, though. I don't think we have many Cal or Texas guys in this race.
Where's the top?
Dare's down in 22nd.
Oof. I remember. Do you remember what the year was it? Then Texas had like 6 guys in the A final with this event.
2015 100 fly.
Yeah.
What's happened since then? Why has Texas got no 100 fly guys?
Well, I mean, it goes in waves.
I've also got to give a shout out to Umatikan Gurez, the Turkish lad in 10th. I've coached him for a bit last summer. Great underwater kicker as well. He's my boy. I reckon he'll drop some time. Harvard swimmer.
Harvard. He's a smart boy.
All right, let's go to. Do we ever think anyone from Harvard's stupid? Like, is that like? Why do we give the Harvard guys credit for being smart just because they go to Harvard?
I think that's exactly why we give them credit.
You're right.
Is that
Good
another
point.
hot take, Brett?
It just crossed my mind. It's always like, oh, he's
Take
smart.
that back.
He's smart. He goes to Harvard. Really? Is he smart? I don't know. Just because he goes to Harvard, is he smart? Yeah, I guess he is. You're right. Good point, Kyle. I'll take that. All right, moving on. That was a stupid comment, Brett. 203. What have we got? I'm just trying to keep it spicy. We got 93 people listening to us right now. You might give them something to laugh about. I don't know. Oh, this is Grant House. Okay, Grant House. Here we go. This is him. This is him saying, I'm going to take this thing. I spoke to him directly. He said he's going to win this thing. Anyone disagree that Grant House is going to win this, Kyle?
Even in my notes here, I'm actually conflicting myself with what I want to say, because you look at the number 2 and number 3 seed, and both of them are from their times from SECs. You know, that meet is so hyped. I don't know if either of those guys are going to be able to touch those times. Grant, on the other hand, he did that at Pac-12s. Sure, he had some competition, but he's still got a half second on the rest of the field, and I like where he's sitting. Like, I can't pick anyone against him. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Sonny, what are you thinking here?
Well, first of all, guys, we've got 90 people watching. Do let us know in the comments who you think are going to win races. You know, get involved. Secondly, I remember, Brett, you and Nate and myself, I guess, run a kit competition about a year and a half ago now. And the winner of that was Luke Miller, the NC State junior. And he's really good. I feel like this could be his big breakthrough. And he watches Grant House win.
So he comes in second. Is that what you say?
Yeah, I guess.
No one's picking my my
Your
cousin.
son. Is
My
it your cousin?
here? Yeah, my cousin. Charlie.
He looked good at SECs. He looked real speedy there.
He did look good. Yeah, Charlie's got some speed. Good for him. He's an Aussie boy. No relation, but yeah, why not? He's got the name. He's got the winner's name. So no reason why he can't win. No, I'm picking Grant House until someone proves me wrong. I'm picking my boy here. ASU, Grant House. I'm with you, buddy. If you're listening, go get this thing done, mate. It's all you. It's your house.
Hobson for the win. And we've also got, this is Grant House's race to lose. Got a few comments coming in with some thoughts. Keep the comments coming in, guys. Elias, ASU could potentially seize a chunk of points in this event. Yeah.
I don't see the points. It's just the 1st and 6th place here, really, is what I'm seeing.
What about 12?
Yeah. I don't think you've seen as many as you're about to see here in some of these other races coming up.
Okay.
People are liking Hobson as well. People are really liking 8th seed Luke Hobson.
Yeah. He got some drops in him. Those NC State boys can drop. Yeah, there's going to be a mix up at the top, but Grant, I'm picking Grant to go. Are we picking him to go under? Are we going to see a 29?
It's a tough barrier.
Yeah, it is a tough barrier, but I think Dean has kind of proven how to do it. He's shown the way. Yeah, I think Grant finally gets under. He's been peppering that 29 for a while. I think he gets under, and I think he gets the win. He was unshaved, Kyle. You like that? He was unshaved at the.
To what degree? I guess I don't know. They look pretty shaved to me. They looked pretty shaved to me.
Oh,
I mean, he had a big mo.
Yeah, that was it though, right?
Yeah, I don't know. He hadn't shaved his back. Maybe, I don't know. He's got something left. He got a little shave in him. So
hey, he's got a shave in him. He's got a shave left.
All right, 100 breasts. Let's go on. What do we got here? No idea here.
Wow.
Oh, Max McHugh. He's back again. Is he still swimming? Max?
He must be about 27 as well.
He's got to be old. He's won this a few times, hasn't he?
He's my year, technically. So he's only a 5th year.
Wow. But hasn't he won it a couple of times?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got him winning it again. I hate to go against my guy, Reese Whitley here. He's down in 5th right now, but it's going to be a tight race. And I think just Max knows how to win.
Has Reese Whitley ever won an NCAA title individually? Is he? I'm just gonna put it out there. I apologize, but has he been disappointing in terms of his potential, what we thought he could do, and then what he's actually done?
I think that 148 that he went in the two breast a couple years ago is definitely going to come out on that last day. I think he's got some good stuff in the bag for his final NCAAs for us.
But did you not think Reese Whitley was going to be a dominant force in the NCAA when he signed that paper and you were like, he's going to be my teammate? That guy's going to win 4 years in a row. Did you not think that?
He lived up to the expectations for me. He's always been great to me. I think that
he's been a nice guy to you. He's been a nice
teammate. Just been
teammate.
getting tough. The field's tough. Like, let's look around at what it was. I don't think you even had guys going 50 points a couple years ago. Now you
What
got.
do you mean the field's tough? He's 6'8". He's a giant.
There's 4 guys that are seated to go 50 point already. Like,
look at the record.
Yeah, and they're 5'6". He's a 6'8" giant. Did you not think this guy is going to dominate every time he steps up on the block? I thought that. He wasn't even my teammate, and I thought that. I mean, come on. I don't know. Look, Reese is again one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. But when you stand next to that man, I am intimidated. I'm like, he's going to crush my skull with his bare hands. I mean, he's a giant and he can swim, and yet he's not an NCAA champion individually. I'm just saying, I'm just a little disappointed. That's all.
This is fair. It's fair.
So, are we picking him to win this one, Sonny? Is he finally going to win one?
I didn't find Leon Marchand, so I'm passing on this one. This is not a fast field. Look, they're all over a second off the NCAA record from 5 years ago. Breaststroke's getting slow.
Oh, yeah, look at this. This is a good take, actually. McHugh on home soil.
It's his home pool.
And Whitley's been second twice. Okay, maybe I've been a little hard on him. Maybe I'm being a little too hard on him.
The turns are definitely always a tough if you are standing at 6'8" in those short course turns.
Good point. Okay. All right. McHugh. Yeah, I'm going to pick McHugh at home. I'm taking it. All right. That's an easy one. Let's move on. 100 back. Cheney.
This is another good race.
This is a good race. Look at it. Oh, wow. This is a good
dark horse
field.
here. We Bjorn down all the way in 11th.
Ooh.
Is that the man that was fully bearded and fully unshaved? That guy?
Something like that.
Yeah, he's quick. No, he's quick. Look, Bjorn's got some big drops in him. There's no doubt about it. We haven't seen the best of him this season. So, yeah, he's got some big drops. But is he going to drop beyond? Do we see someone go 43 here? Is that a question?
I think that's what you have to go to win.
Yeah. Does Destin Lasco have a 43 in him?
Ooh, I want to say so. He did that with the full beard, the 44.5.
You did? Okay.
I think anything's possible. He's been his back half though. Like that guy's back half. He's coming home in like 21 high. Honestly, if he does it, like it's so fast coming home.
And then what about the Brendan Burns kid? Wasn't that the kid who looked at the camera and was doing something in the camera, Sonny?
Yeah, his dad was in the comment section loving it because he was. Did he say it was easy when he won the 2 fly 2 back to back?
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, kind of just giving the easy look, like I got this. So, yeah, he's in here. This will be a good one. Bjorn's going to go out like a rocket, according to Tim, and we'll see what happens at the back end here. I don't know enough about Adam Cheney. I know of him. I've just never spent a lot of time watching him swim. Does anyone know much about his swimming style?
So he was at the same. Was he Mason Manta Rays with the Foster brothers back in the day? He's a fast boy. So he must be second fastest 50 backstroke of all time behind Bjorn now. I think he was like 20.2 or something. He's a big front end swimmer, good underwater swimmer. No one's mentioning Casper. Casper, NC State, he's a world championship medalist in backstroke. He's a great underwater kicker. He comes from great tradition with people like Coleman Stewart. Casper's going to win this in like a solid 43.
Wow,
also,
look at that.
I just want to find a picture of the cowmen at Pac-12, all with beards like Santa Claus, because I'm getting this image that they're all just the hairiest blokes on earth, and they're all just like massively bearded.
Yeah. They're like they've been hanging out in Afghanistan. They're just like bearded like this, and they're ready to shave. No, it'll be
But
good.
I'm sure Kyle would race like he looks right now and be like, yeah, beard was really slowing me down.
Didn't have a fresh shave.
All right. Remind me, who are we picking on the win here? So winning who? Kyle?
Destin Lasco.
Oh, bang. Cal guy. And you're picking Casper.
Casper. We should probably mention this guy, Ruud van Rennen. He's a South African lad. He's a freshman. And I know him. He's based in Stellenbosch in South Africa. And he has really turned things up. He was a solid swimmer when I knew him. Again, like a year ago when I was in South Africa. I was in South Africa in the same pool as him on a daily basis. And he has just absolutely just moved. He's going to get faster. This guy's a real talent. I mean, I don't even know what college is that? SI.
Is he going to enter the transfer portal is the real question.
Do we know where he goes to? SIUC?
No, it's a small college.
No.
He's serious.
Boys, I got to give you a 10-minute countdown here. I got to get to work. I've got an appointment at 9 o'clock. We're not going to make this. We are not going to make this. Let's get through this. Let's just go winner. Let's go winner. Okay.
Florida, they're 2 seconds ahead.
Florida's winning that. Okay, men's two back. Give us a winner, Kyle.
Top 3 seeds going with Destin Lasco here. He's breaking Murph's record.
Lasco for the win and the record. Sonny?
Yeah, Destin.
Destin's get the win here. Yeah, get it, Destin. I'm all over him too. 100 free. Who are we picking, Kyle?
Bjorn Seeliger. He's going to go 40.15.
Wow, you're going back to back. You're going back to back Cal wins here. Okay.
Saturday's our big day. I think we're going to hammer it home, get off to a good start. I think a lot of people are going to be shaking.
Okay. Sonny, you're picking Leander.
Yep.
And then the winning time would be what?
40.1.
40.1.
It's going to be.
Go on, Brett.
Show me the record again. Scroll up. What was Caleb's record? 39.9. That's quick, isn't it? That is quick, but it's underwater. If anyone can do it underwater, you got to think Crooks is right there. Bjorn is solid.
Bjorn another year, and he's got it.
Another year?
He's got a senior year ahead of him.
What? Yeah. What's wrong with him? Is his beard gonna grow longer? Is that what you're saying? What's wrong with this kid? Jeez, you're not giving him credit for the work he's just done. He hasn't even swum this year, and you're like, next year he's got it. I mean, you just called him for the win. Oh my
He's gonna win. He's still gonna win. I didn't say he was gonna break the record. I said 40.1.
You did say 40.1. Jeez, you gave him 0.2 for next year. Okay, that's good. You gave him some credit. I like that. Fucking credit. Okay.
Sonny's pissing himself over there. Jeez.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's hard. I'm having massive microphone issues. I don't know what's the deal, but I'll go with Bjorn on this one. I think Bjorn does win this one. So back to back for Cal. Okay, next one, 200 breast. This is where let's click on 2 breast. Go to it. Yep. So this is where Cal does not go 3 for 3. Reese Whitley does not get the win. Unfortunately, this is Leon. This is all Leon. Yeah. Right? Anyone picking not Leon?
No.
Nah.
There's a lack of Texas in the last 3 events, isn't there?
But they do have the platform diving.
Yeah. Foster's down in 16th. I think he'll move up for sure. Interesting
that he went with this one, hey? He went with 2 breast. Has he always done that on the last day?
Yeah.
That's Jake. That's
Jake Foster. Yeah.
Where's Carson?
2 back.
Carson will be 2 back.
Oh, the 2 back Carson. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. No, I think. Look, Cal does seem to have the better day than Texas here, which is helpful for them. Cal comes out swinging here. This is where Cal will run away with it, I think. So, Leon's winning this. We all agree. Let's go the 2 fly.
Oh, there's the boy.
Oh,
Gabe.
wow.
With the hair.
Another Cal win. Jeez, Cal could be. I mean, if Reese Whitley decides to step up and take down one of the greatest 200 breaststrokers of all time, we could just see a Cal clean sweep here. It's not going to happen.
That would be a very sweet last day.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here now for the 5th year 6'8" giant. Let's go. Gabrielle, he gets the win, hey, Kyle?
Oh, I think so. You see that guy's hair recently? He's out there looking like Dennis Rodman from the Bulls back in the day. He's got some lid on him, but he's an even better butterflyer. I think he goes 138 here. I think he wins this one.
Sonny?
I think 138 is conservative. This guy is seriously good at swimming.
And what about Brandon Burns, the guy that just laughs at the camera when he wins? No?
I like him. I like his dad. His dad's a fan of the show, but
Yeah.
Gabe is ridiculous.
Gabe went out in a 4600 at the 100 split in the 200 fly at a dual meet that I was at earlier this year. And I was just putting numbers together, and I'm thinking if he's going out 46 again, he can come home 52 and still go 138. Like,
he's going to go like he could break this record. Like he could break this record.
Okay, fun fact: you guys know his dad swam. His mum and dad swam at Auburn. You know that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Both Auburn, and then I recruited his sister. His sister swam for me, and then he went to Cal and is tearing it up. I think he wins. Yeah, you're right. He's going to get the win here. This is where Cal is really just taking a hold of this meet, and it becomes a Cal event right now. 1650 quickly. Let's have a look. No
Who
idea.
are they? What's going on? What does 1431 mean?
No idea.
Kyle wants to do it properly, and we're just
Kyle,
give us some thoughts.
Give us something.
I don't think it's been as fast as it has historically. So I honestly can't say I know anything about the Kentucky freshman. David Johnston's been pretty good, but if that guy's going 14:31, he's got 6 seconds on the rest of the field. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
I'm going to call Jake Mitchell.
Jake Mitchell. Okay.
He's down there 14th.
Interesting. I'm going to go with I'm going to go
Pick a name.
It's like you're gambling here. I'm going to go with
I'm going to go with Ross Dant. I'm picking Ross Dant for the win. NC State get a win in this one. Finally.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
Ross
that.
Dant.
I can see that.
All right, let's have a look at this last relay quickly.
safe starts. That's the name of the game here.
Yeah, you're right. This is where Cal just sit back and say thanks for the meet.
Cal was seeded first for the last relay as well. Wow.
Wow, what a day.
They're going to have an amazing four there. They got Matthew Jensen, Jack Alexi, Bjorn Seeliger, and Destin Lasco or Hugo Gonzalez could go 41s on that as well. Do they break the record? No. I think they go 244, though, even with safe starts.
I'm going to disagree. I think they do take the record here. I think they take it. I think they've got a buffer. I think they're winning the meet by enough where they can kind of push it and get this record. I think they're taking down this record.
Guys, I don't know yards, but how are Florida so good at the 200 freestyle relay and they're like not near? I mean, someone's saying Florida win this relay, but why are Florida not good at this relay? Like, can their guys not swim 4 lengths?
Can they not swim 4 days? I don't know. We didn't see a whole lot of Florida on the final day.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know what their depth of the relay looks like. They've obviously got some guys that can swim. They've gone 246 and they got more in them. But yeah, I mean, look, it'll be an interesting one. I just think Cal are going to win it and they're going to break the record. I don't doubt that Florida could come second and should come second. Yeah, I think they probably do. But Cal's going to get this win. Cal men are going to hold the trophy up. Is it what's the run here? They won it last year. Did they win the year before?
No, they won my freshman year in 19. Then we won 22.
So they're going back and forward here. Okay, interesting. All right, Cal gets the win, holds the trophy, back-to-back championships. Good for them. Dave Durden can go on a little sabbatical. Take a break, mate. You've earned it. You know, you've had the women, you've got the men, another championship. Get yourself a raise. Have go to wine country for a week and just relax. You know, enjoy it. All right, boys, it's been fun. I think that's it. Kyle, I appreciate you getting up, mate. This has been fun hanging out with you and doing all this, mate.
Always. Sonny had one last thing to say.
No. Sonny's.
Sorry, I thought you were raising your hand. My bad.
No, I was waving. Goodbye to the boys. Kyle, you going back to bed?
I'm going off to work.
He's going to
Day
work.
starts early.
He's going to work. All right, boys. Peace. Love it.
Have a good one, guys.